Hello everyone, my name is Giles and I managed to secure a top 8 finish at this weekend's remote duel EU ICS. So before I get into it, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sneak Attack Games, my local store. If you're ever in the London area, please come check it out. It's a really great store, really great community. Shout out to Sami who gave me cards for this event and everyone who messaged me throughout the weekend to give me good luck during the event. And obviously JY for doing the profile. So before I start, let me just go over some of my matchups. So I played a lot of Tenyi Sword Soul. In top cut, I played 2 Tenyi Sword Soul. My loss in top 8 was to the Sword Soul deck that won it, and then a mirror match. And then throughout Swiss, I played, I say about a third of my rounds were against Tenyi Sword Soul. I played 3 mirror matches, and then against Dino, Striker, and overall it was a quite varied event. So yeah, let's get into the deck list. So for the Bird Engine, we played 3 Warbler, 3 Canary, 3 Sparrow, the Wagtail, and 2 Sapphire. So I know some people play 2 Canary, but this is honestly just one of the best ones. You need it going second, because if you just go 1 for 1 with the board, then activate this and make a Zeus, you've probably won the game. It's also just really good to make, obviously going first, the bounce XYZ. And for the other questionable ratios was these ones. So I only played 1 Wagtail, because I never really want to be starting with this to search Bird Call, because it's the weakest way of starting, but you do want one deck to obviously have that as a play, to be able to search it as an extended search Bird Call for your follow-up. So yeah, I was really happy with just one of these. I played 2 of these because I just played Desires, and you really have to have one of these decks going first. And obviously this is very good in your turn 3 to push. So yeah, that's it for the birds. And then for the Tri-Brigades, we played pretty standard: 3 Fractal, 3 Nerval, Kit Keres. This is really good. I know some people play 2 Nerval, but it's quite important to have 3 because it's not only just a start, it's also an extender, because you can just search something else off the recital. So yeah, I was really happy with this ratio. I wouldn't change it. And then for the other monsters, we just played DD Crow Avian. This is pretty standard. You need this for DP, which is a lot of this weekend. Obviously this is summon off the Simorg. Then we have 3 Bird Call, Tenki 1 for 1. Yeah, these are pretty standard. I know some people aren't playing 1 for 1, but I think this is just really good as a way to summon an additional extender from deck if you get hand trapped, or even just to start with. And then I played 3 Desires. I think this is a lot better than Small World. It really doesn't matter what you banish in this deck, because you will always be able to make some sort of board, even if it's not the full board, which would be enough to win the game. And you just want to make sure you can play every single game. And then we played 2 Tactics and a Call by the Grave. These are really good. I drew Call by the Grave a fair bit. Every time I got drawn I had this, which was really nice. And yeah, these cards were very good all weekend. And then for the rest of the defensive cards, we just played 3 Droplet, 3 Imperm and Order. Imperm, obviously the only hand trap, because it's the only one that plays through F-Zero in the mirror match. It's the only one that's like really valuable in the mirror match, I feel. And obviously Droplet, you can use Droplet board and Zeus them. Order was in here because it's a mine out, and I think it's obviously just the best one. There's no point just playing a singular Cosmic. If you draw it going first, it's a very free win for you. Then onto the extra deck, we just played 2 of this one of this one, this one for the Lyrilusc cards. Yeah, these are good. I don't think you need a third, because you only really need a third if you're going for the OTK with these 2 turn 3, but you're going to have another play to break your board, set up board, or OTK in a different way. So I just didn't think it was valuable when I needed space for the Apo in case I banished a Simorg off Desires. We have down at Zeus. Some people aren't playing this. You need it because if you go for the play with this and you can't put any other materials under it, if your Zeus just gets impermed, you'll just lose on the spot. Then we played the F-Zero package. For the links, we just have Amirage, Ferrogy, Dragon Lords. Some people play a second one of this. You really don't need it. It never comes up. And then we have Simorg, very good. Link 4s, we just have 2 Shrek and the Apo. The second, these are the flex spots really. I was last minute thinking of changing this into a win, but I'm very happy I played Apo. Also, although I wasn't going for the turn 1 Shrek play because it just loses to impermanence very hard, I did want the second one because if it comes up in a grind, it will probably win you the game in a spot way it would otherwise be difficult to. And you do just want another link monster for your Tri-Brigades. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. And lastly, onto the side, we played Pank. I just fall out of favour. This is very good. It's not very good versus the bird deck, but it's good versus everything else, so it just doesn't come in versus the mirror match. And we have 3 Mystic Mine. This card's really important. It's probably one of the only cards that beats both Scythe and the Trap, which is really hard to beat because you can just mine them, wait for those effects to wear off, and then push on the next turn, or even just wait. I never really wanted to deck people out with Mine. I actually never put anyone under Mine this weekend. I only drew it once and it just got Apex Avian negated because I had 3 Sparrows in my hand. But yeah, in testing this is really good. Throughout some regionals I've been to, this is very good, and I would definitely play this going forward. Then we have 3 Dark Rulers. This card's really good. If you just start rolling and Zeus them, you win. And then for back row hate, we played 2 very shiny Storms. Feather Duster, Cosmic. This is very much the 15th card. It's also just there for Scythe, but yeah, this card's never drawn, but yeah, in theory it's quite good. Then we have Red Reboot for the back row decks. Just make sure we win. I only play against one, which is round 1 against Lyrilusc, in which I just combo the M1 and then Lightning Storm in go 2. So yeah. And lastly, we just have 3 Feather Storms. Yeah, this card was great. If it resolves, you win going first, even no matter what unfair going second cards they have. So yeah, that's it for the profile. So again, shout out to you guys for watching, shout out to you for the profile, and stick to that game, so everyone wish me luck. Thank you very much for your time.